the world of online music, few names are as instantly recognizable as Sina Doering, better known to millions as Sina Drums. Rising from a modest home studio in Germany, her drum covers of classic rock tracks skyrocketed across YouTube, turning her into a global sensation before she even finished high school. But while fans celebrated her rhythmic precision and cool, collected presence behind the kit, a much quieter, more personal battle was playing out off-camera. As her subscriber count surged, so did the expectations, the pressure, and the mental toll of being a young woman thrust into the digital spotlight with little time to adjust. What looked like overnight success was actually a story years in the making, one built on hours of rehearsals, social isolation, and a growing awareness that the internet never truly sleeps. Behind every like and share was an audience demanding more uploads, more perfection, more engagement. For a teenager trying to find her place in the world, this constant pressure to perform wasn't just draining, it was paralyzing. And the very fame that brought her to the world stage would soon become the source of her deepest exhaustion. Sina's rise to fame was fast and furious, but what fans didn't see was how much it hurt to keep up. At first glance, Sina's story looked like a dream come true. A tight-knit family working together to launch a young talent into the stratosphere of online music. Her father, Michael Doering, a professional musician himself, was often credited as the architect of her early success. He handled production, arrangement, and even played alongside her in many videos. But over time, questions began to surface. How much of Sina's musical journey was driven by passion, and how much by quiet obligation? While the bond between father and daughter was undeniably strong, viewers began speculating whether Sina ever felt boxed in creatively, especially as her channel's brand solidified into classic rock drumming by a teen prodigy. Her interviews often included phrases like "my dad helps guide everything," which to some sounded more like a blessing, and to others like a veiled burden. Was she allowed to explore other styles freely? Or was she locked into a formula that worked too well to abandon? Family-run channels often carry unseen complexities, and for Sina, it was unclear whether her deepest creative instincts had room to breathe. Was this the perfect family project, or a beautiful cage built by those closest to her? Success on YouTube comes at a price, and Sina learned that early. With each viral hit came a ticking clock. Viewers wanted the next video, the next cover, the next flawless beat. Sina quickly found herself in the relentless cycle of content creation, where rest felt like regression, and taking a break could tank your relevance. In several behind-the-scenes conversations and interviews, she hinted at a kind of digital burnout, saying she felt like a cog in the machine. That machine, of course, was the YouTube algorithm, a system that rewards consistency, not creativity. As the channel grew, so did the invisible leash around her output, tethering her to audience expectations. If a video didn't perform, the consequences were immediate. Fewer views, fewer comments, and the looming fear of becoming irrelevant. For Sina, who was just trying to grow as an artist, the need to please the algorithm began to overshadow the joy of music itself. The very platform that elevated her was now the same one that trapped her in a loop of repetition, where originality was risky and vulnerability could be punished. When your audience demands more and the algorithm never sleeps, is fame freedom, or just another job with no escape? As Sina matured musically, she naturally began to explore her own original compositions, eager to prove she was more than just a viral drummer who could mimic others. But when she began releasing original work, the reaction was not what she'd hoped. Many fans didn't tune in. Others left confused comments, asking when the next Led Zeppelin cover was coming. Her attempt at artistic growth clashed with a subscriber base trained to expect nostalgia, not innovation. It was a harsh wake-up call. Despite her fame, Sina didn't fully control her own narrative. The platform that made her famous for interpretations now punished her for originality. With fewer views and disappointing feedback, Sina started to retreat, slowing uploads, pausing projects, and leaving fans guessing. The spark that once powered her was dimming, not because her talent faded, but because her evolution was met with resistance. She later admitted that she sometimes felt like a machine, programmed to deliver the same content over and over again. She tried to grow, but the internet only wanted the girl they already knew. Many assume that millions of views translate to millions in the bank. But for Sina, the reality of YouTube earnings was anything but glamorous. Despite her massive following and viral reach, she openly discussed how unstable her income actually was. Ad revenue fluctuated wildly. YouTube's changing policies often made it harder for musicians to monetize music that wasn't even theirs, due to copyright claims from the original songwriters. Covers, even when transformative, rarely earned creators fair compensation. To survive, Sina turned to other revenue streams, launching a Patreon page, selling merchandise, and offering fan packages. These efforts helped, but they also revealed a sobering truth. Viral fame did not equal financial freedom. She was still at the mercy of platforms, policies, and fan generosity. In some cases, her own fans were shocked to learn that she wasn't earning more. For Sina, it was a frustrating paradox: fame that didn't pay the bills, and creativity that couldn't be easily monetized. How can someone so famous still struggle to make ends meet in the spotlight? For years, Sina kept a calm and composed image online, always smiling, always composed, always delivering flawless performances. But slowly, cracks began to show. There were unexplained breaks in her upload schedule, vague messages about needing rest, and in interviews, fleeting admissions about how overwhelming it had all become. Sina never fully opened up about any formal diagnosis, but her fans sensed it. Something was off. Speculation swirled. Was she facing anxiety? Burnout? Was the pressure finally getting to her? While she never confirmed the specifics, her absence from the platform at times spoke louder than words. Sina was, in many ways, growing up under a microscope. Every missed beat, every off day, every silence was dissected. And unlike traditional celebrities, she didn't have a team to shield her. The demands of constant production, coupled with the emotional toll of criticism and comparison, likely took their toll. Still, Sina carried herself with grace, never playing the victim but never fully addressing what many suspected. While the cameras rolled, she kept performing. But away from the spotlight, she was quietly running on empty. While Sina inspired millions, she also attracted a dark undercurrent of criticism, particularly from those who couldn't accept a teenage girl dominating a traditionally male space. From the early days of her channel, she faced comments accusing her of being just a face, suggesting that her videos were edited or orchestrated entirely by her father. Some trolls mocked her playing style, downplaying her talent despite obvious skill, and every time she improved, the goalposts moved. It was a double-edged sword. Her appearance brought views but also unfair assumptions. Sina didn't fight back with words, instead she kept drumming. In a subtle but powerful act of defiance, she let her playing do the talking. But that didn't mean the words didn't hurt. In a few heartfelt posts and subtle remarks, Sina acknowledged how frustrating it was to constantly prove herself in an industry and platform where gender bias still ran deep. For every beat she nailed, she had to dodge another low blow, just to remind the world she belonged. In a surprising move, Sina relocated to London in what appeared to be a deliberate effort to start fresh. This wasn't just a geographical change, it was a statement, a signal that the next chapter of her life might not revolve around YouTube at all. While she hasn't fully explained the reason, fans speculate it's part escape, part evolution. Her recent updates suggest she's diving deeper into production, collaborating with new artists and exploring different genres. This could be her way of reclaiming her musical identity, away from the constraints of cover culture and algorithm chasing. And yet, the silence is deafening. She uploads less, speaks less, and leaves fans reading between the lines. Is she reinventing herself as an underground artist? Or is she quietly stepping away from the fame that never gave her peace? Only time will tell. After a decade of playing to the world's rhythm, is Sina finally ready to write her own?